when I think of talking about this topic, the measuring the content, I have 4 points that come to my head that are absolutely essential or elemental to actually completing something like this. And the first is the hardest, but it's about the classification or taxonomy, right? So looking at the metadata, the data about the data. And if we don't have any information about that, then we're pretty much, we're sinking in the water here. And actually having a process and agreement and alignment about how and what to actually put as these tags, metadata tags, is a very long process, lots of alignment. I can feel Vanita probably smiling in the back.
Yeah, Vanita can tell us some stories about how getting a whole organizations to, I don't remember the numbers, Vanita, but 16,
yeah.
Only 16 different tags for the entire organization. It's a triumph in its own.
Yeah, not to mention different languages and all that. But in any case, is really getting hands around this classification agreement, business alignment of in all of the channels, how are we actually tagging the content, and even just saying, big letters, small letters in the same, this matters. All these tiny details. So, but once that occurs through the different marketing technology stack that you're using, then the next step I would say that we really are thinking and have been thinking is the specific use cases, right? Because without this, it's almost impossible to actually build some front end visualization tool that can give you any insights or value. So an example would be understanding if the content you assumed your target audience would like, if that's converting with that target audience. And without these meta tags, you're never going to know that. And but that's one specific use case that, with everything in order, you can pretty much see that quite easily in in a mock-up or something like that. Another one would be a more nuanced segmentation of a target group. And a lot of times, in our situation, we have shared customer groups across different therapy areas, and this can cause some friction and tension, as well as bombardment of communication in different channels to the same customers. So with much better and more nuanced content tagging, you can understand, okay, in the same specialty group, we can now split them up into interest areas of interest in this therapy area based upon their interactions with this content, and they're converting more with that content instead of the other therapy areas. So now we don't have to fight or bombard with communication, but rather really look at their historical behavior to deliver them, a bit more relevant content. And another one that just came to mind is opt-outs. When you see your opt-outs every month, it could be 50, 100. Look at their last touch point, the last 3-5 touch points. And if it was, content was the same for 4, and then the last one, it was a different piece, then they opted out, then you can get closer to understanding why that happened. But to do that, you need to have the right, tagging in place.